In today's game, some kids have a hard time catching those firm fastballs and newly developed breaking balls from their pitchers. Today we're going to talk about 4 tips that can help you get there. So the first one is just know what pitch is coming. That's the easiest one you'd think, but some kids still get crossed up and will struggle with it. The second one is where you're going to set up. If you call a fastball outside, you're going to want to make sure that you get over there and be able to catch that pitch as best as possible. The third one is just relax, whether it's just in your wrist or even your legs. And then lastly, number 4, it's most importantly for the umpire, just be as quiet as possible. The less movements, the more pitches you're going to get. So tip number 1, know what pitch is coming. So this could happen whether it's a night game. If you're going to do a touch system, you can't see. You got to make sure you and your pitcher are on the same page. This is also when there's a guy on second base, whether you're going to do a revolving sign or a second sign, third sign, just so the second base runner will not pick your signs. You got to know it's coming so you don't get crossed up. So if you put down a fastball, you don't want a curveball. If you put down a curveball, you really don't want a fastball. Just little things like that is going to help you out behind the plate. So tip number 2, know where you're going to set up. So if you're going to call an outside fastball, you're going to want to put your belly button right on the black. A lot of trouble that kids get into these days is they're going to set up right down the middle. So if you want an outside fastball, you're going to have to reach. And the umpire doesn't like movements. That goes for the same on the inside half. If you set up down the middle and it's an inside fastball, you're going to have to move to get to that fastball. And the umpire is more than likely going to call it a ball. So tip number 3, just relax. So I said earlier with your legs, I don't care what happens if there's no one on, get as comfortable as you want. Some guys will just get as low as they can in their crouch. Some guys will get to their knee, whether it's like this. You see a bunch of guys that'll stick their legs out a little bit like this, or even down into the painier like this. So whatever it is to help you relax, do that. The other thing is going to be your wrist. So when the pitch is coming, you don't just want to keep a stiff wrist like this. So a lot of guys will just drop their gloves, they'll do a quarter turn, or some of them like Cervelli just keep his glove here. But he's so relaxed in his wrist that he can get away with it. So tip number 4, be as quiet as possible. Umpires hate movement. So when the pitch is coming, try not to move at all. Beat the ball to the spot with your glove. So if the pitcher does miss his spot, you can move a little bit with your ankle. It's called ankle sway. But don't move your shoulders like this because you're not going to get that call. So to recap all 4, number 1, know what pitch is coming. Number 2, know where to set up. Number 3, relax. And number 4, be as quiet and as subtle as possible. To do this, it's going to take a lot of repetition. Gameday has a great fungo machine that's going to be able to give you consistently good pitches to be able to work on these techniques. So the harder you work at it, the better you're going to be.